Hey everybody, XCI here. Welcome back to a blind let's play of Dragon Age Inquisition. Here we have Somley. We're on Skyhold, and I'm going to sit on my throne. Let's push something new here. I don't know what's left though. Did we already get the mayor?
Another of the lingering pains of Adamant, your worship.
No,
Ser Ruth
Adamant.
is a senior warden of the order. She
Oh,
was one of the many who
dealt
slit
with the
the
other
throat of another to bind a demon. She does not contest this. In fact, she surrendered to us. She requests no mercy. She wants the public justice of the headman's axe.
What the hell?
You were free to rejoin your comrades, and yet you present yourself here.
There is no excuse for my actions. I murdered another of the Order. That blood marks me more than the Blight ever could.
Accepting their actions while thralls of Corypheus, many treaties allow wardens any extreme if it opposes the Blight.
I can't do it. I can't use the greater good to justify my crimes, as if it would create a future I could be a part of. It is wrong that this broke me. I've done worse with full sanction. I can do nothing except be an example of the cost.
Oh, I immediately saw this one. And I like it. It's not even like because there's like two sides of him thinking through this, right? It's like, well, absolutely not public. No. Go to the deep roads. Part of him is just like, well, that's what you do when you go to die anyway, so just do your own thing. He almost respects what she's offering here, you know? This would be... No, he's not. He would forgive her. Because Somley and me, this was not really their fault. This was... The writing is trying to make you find reasons to think the warden... They did. They screwed up. For sure they did. But Corypheus was behind it. There was blood magic behind it. There was a lot of pieces behind that commandeered the buffoonery that went on with the Grey Warden. So it's not like... Yeah, anyways, that's all I have to say there.
The Inquisition stands for faith. Our work has greater purpose. Sometimes we need a reminder. Ser Ruth, the Herald of Andraste forgives you in her name.
Yeah.
Find peace in that.
Yeah.
Your worship, I will try.
Oh, God. She seems like she could come back around. She just needs some guidance. How about you replace Sarah on the inner circle? How's that as an option? Judgment, something rather. Anyways, let's go to the war table and see what's up. I see some... Oh my gosh, look at all that crap. Alliances forging a way forward. The Thibault family is becoming a clear favorite in the war of station that is ongoing between the noble houses. The Bordelons have all but ceased to exist socially, and many are scrabbling for traditional alliances. Lady Eustace Richelieu has emerged as a strong voice at court and is suggesting several arranged marriages to solidify ties and presumably the standing of her house as arbiter and matchmaker. Got some influence. Alright, settles that. We have alliances reaching ever upward. There is a contender to rival the alliance with the Thibault. Lady Richelieu sent the following letter. The Desrosiers are a stubborn threat. The most efficient way to deal with them is to nullify with social alliance. But the only pairing of import is unavailable because the Thibault daughter has
Any news
betrothed
on why
herself-
Corypheus is sending people to explore elven ruins of all things? No, I suspect he keeps the
Right, 'cause we
reason
opened up the
secret
emerald.
even from his inner circle.
Because the Thibault daughter has betrothed herself elsewhere. She has the luxury of such a wasteful pairing because of the Inquisition bearing the weight in this partnership. Our hands are tied. You face the difficult task of attacking the status of Lord de Saucier. Unless you were to demand that task of the Thibaults. Oh, I see how you're going to turn this on me all of a sudden. If their investment were more taxing, they would be more inclined to an arranged match for the daughter, and that is a well-respected currency in Orlais. In your service. And Lord Desrosier's good name. His way is honorable conflict. His way is honorable conflict. With careful words, he will be powerless before he steps in court. I cannot claim it would be popular, but it would hardly be unusual for an allied partner to ask for such a concession. Such is the way of the nobility. I cannot claim it will be popular. I hate politics. Like, Somley doesn't give a crap about this. This feels sort of like definitely getting your nose in crap, you know what I mean? Well, they both are at the end of the day for diplomatic purposes here. His way is honorable conflict. And his good name. Like, that's just rough. Yeah, done.
Inquisitor.
Moving on. Moving on, I said. Improving morale. Commander, our work continues in the approach. It's a difficult post, but our soldiers are determined to represent the Inquisition as best they can. Morale flags at times, but we manage. Knight Captain Raylan. Okay. Simple comforts can go a long way, and the rations don't lift the soldiers' spirits. We can see that they have a good meal at the end of the day. Okay. We have, perhaps a distraction would help. We can see about sending books. They can set up a small library. Good meal, books. The terrain, the approach is unkind. Our soldiers would be more comfortable if fitted with proper shoes. What we manage. Okay, so food, shoes, or books. Food. Practicality. Away you go, Cullen. I mean, they're all going to be part of practical. Okay, find source of Darkspawn attacks. Inquisitor, Darkspawn at Val Gamord have been slain, but it remains unclear what brought these creatures to the surface. There is no obvious sign, and I am concerned that they might still pose a danger. Marquis Buffon has made clear her wishes that we now depart, which leaves me even more suspicious, as most would welcome further help in these dangerous times. I do remember reading this sketch. This is a sketch. Grey Wardens have volunteered to assist with the investigation of this mystery in whatever capacity the Inquisition deems more fitting. Await orders. I think it would have been Cullen. Let the Wardens spread out. Yeah, scour the area. They'll find out where these Darkspawn are coming from soon enough. Someone may have been mining the area and free the Darkspawn that way. Let me examine the finances of nobles nearby. That seems... Oh, yeah, and this is tied to... This is where the sketch is. You know what? I'm cool with this. Where you go?
At your service.
I don't look any further. It's fine. So we have all that glitters. Gather metals. Oh, let's just read this one. With Griffin Wing Fortress now occupied, the Inquisition has access to the mines in the Gamordan Peaks, as well as the busy trading routes in the Orlesian heartlands. Inquisition forces can be directed to acquire metals and other materials used to craft weapons and armor. Trade in the Empire is currently erratic, so access to resources will vary greatly from week to week. Black market sources also exist, but the riskier an attempt to find resources is, the greater the chance of turning up nothing at all. So that's fine. Let's read it anyways. All that glitters. We've received reports of an abandoned gold mine in the hills south of Griffinwing Keep. According to the locals, the mine is still capable of producing. It was abandoned only because the threat of Darkspawn attack made the operation unfeasible. Should we dispatch soldiers to secure the place and guard any wagons that make their way to the keep? It should add considerably to our income for the future. Yeah, so when you're free, you can go do that. We have investigate ancient library. The last Venatori have left the ancient laboratory in the wake of the Inquisition's attack. We can be sure that secrets have been left behind. Those of the Venatori, the ancient adventures, or both. We should not allow the desert to bury them. We'll deal with that. It's probably a scouting mission there. Nightingale from Nightingale, so that's probably okay. We have crossing the cost of 5. Crossing the sulfur pits. We have completed initial estimates on the construction of an elevated bridge over the toxic sulfur pits in the western approach. The work will require 10 of our engineers and 6 wagon loads of lumber, but the finished construction will allow troops to move through the region at a safe distance from the poisonous gas. I like it. On your order, we can build a path. Our soldiers will personally see to its construction. I think I'm gonna put my soldiers on this. Connections. A few words to the I trust our people to build the bridge, so I'm gonna send our people to build the bridge. I don't think why did they even offer those 2 options? Because it doesn't really matter, because they both just get this thing done. You just see the different person here, as far as I can tell. Oh, they say different things though. Anyways. I don't know. Reports from Griffin Wing Outpost say that construction of a safe path through the western approach's largest sulfur pits is complete. Our soldiers completed the bridge without incident, and it has opened routes to previously inaccessible areas of the approach. You can inspect the results the next time you travel the region. Perfect. But not now. That's cool. We'll do that in a second. Find the source of the darkspawn also costs 5. We have scattered reports of darkspawn in the area, but it has been difficult to track down their point of origin. They're less hampered by the sulfur pits than we are, and our guess is that they are coming from somewhere on the far side. Our troops can bridge the pits, which should allow us to cross safely and find the location of the darkspawn, but we need significant resources to ensure the safety of the men while construction is underway. Sounds good to me. Building a bridge in that blasted area will be ugly work, but I can deploy enough troops to ensure that it is done. Done. Bingo bango. Shabango. The map is still available to us. We're going to finish that son of a bitch. Find the darkspawn. Commander Cullen, thanks to the reinforcements you sent, we constructed the bridge safely with minimal losses and I know some losses is bad losses, and fortified it. And in the event that Darkspawn tried to use it themselves, the Darkspawn are coming from ruins that appear to be to Vinter. Doth? Which is it's either a Conan god. I mean, I know that name from it's Cthulian. I'm almost certain it's Cthulian because Conan has actually strong influence with Lovecraftian lore and the mythos, because he was a pen pal with Lovecraft. So there's a good chance it's all connected. Okay, the Darkspawn are coming from ruins that appear to be to Vinter. Per your orders, I am restricting the troops to scouting and guard patrols until the ruins can be investigated. I will work on it. Thank you. Not now. I will do it in a second. And we have secure source of water for the outpost. The Griffin Wing Outpost has some access to water, but not enough to sustain the number of people there for a significant amount of time. The situation is not desperate, but if we are to maintain a presence in the western approach, the outpost will require access to fresh water. We should locate a reliable source as soon as possible. Busy on another mission. Okay. That's good. Good run. Okay, Ferelden. Probably should have done this first so we could send them off somewhere else, but that's okay. I'm pleased that we are able to work together for the betterment of the people of Redcliffe Arling. May Andraste watch over you. Tegan Garrett. We got some gold. Not a lot of it. Thanks, Tegan. Heart and Hightown. 2 points. That book is abysmal, and the entire code-breaking department wants to ritually set it on fire. The message is double encrypted. The message in the mistakes is in a Merchant's Guild cipher. We have not yet broken the guild's code. Interesting. Revenge of the Merchant's Guild. Intriguing. We have Judgment, the good works of Ser Ruth. The Great Warden Ser Ruth appears to have taken your forgiveness to heart and has found purpose with stalwarts of the Chantry. Yes! She has requested resources to take the word of the Maker to areas where less able messengers might be threatened. Inquisitor. I'm so happy. Give me the balance of the world here for a second. Inquisitor, the compassion you have shown us compelled me to act in your name. Where the Maker's word is absent, I can bring it. Interesting. Where his light, where her light, she's the flame. has faded. I can rekindle it. I will challenge the worst of Andraste's detractors and aspire where her chanters cannot go. And if I fall in her service, that will serve as well. Tear to my eye. Red Templars of the Storm Coast. Reports indicate that Red Templars have taken over an old dwarven port on the Storm. Well, the boats! It's all coming together. Level 16, granting them a foothold in Ferelden as well as easy access to the Waking Sea. The port itself provides a strong defense from outside attack. A full assault by our soldiers might eventually yield results, but not without high casualties. A smaller group may have better luck infiltrating this stronghold. Maybe a Liliana. Secrets. We do not want to draw attention too soon. My agents will find a way to enter the stronghold without alerting the Red Templars. Small initial attacks could secure the surrounding area and distract the Templars from our... I don't know what difference this makes, but this is, I just, RP-wise, thematically, I'm going to send an infiltrator group. Our agents have acquired access to the Red Templars' foothold on the Storm Coast. The Templars feel themselves secure. It's time to prove them wrong. Thank you, Liliana. Not right now. And we have the Earl's invitation. Ambassador, I apologize for any unpleasantness that might have arisen from my last correspondence with the Inquisition. My people have been under tremendous strain for too long, even before the destruction of the Conclave, and it has taken its toll on all of Redcliffe Arling. But that is in the past. Today I write to offer an invitation to the Inquisition. The Benorn of Cullen is part of my domain and now lies empty. Ban Alara lost her life attending the Conclave. Her only living relative holds lands too far away to administer both. By Ferelden custom, the lands are now the property of whomever claims them through skill of arms. A tournament will be held at Cullen with the victor taking the title as their prize. The Inquisition may send a champion to fight in the melee if you wish. In the melee? Cullen! Go do it! Revenge of the Merchants Guild. An unsent letter from Varric waits in the war room, addressed to Jarek Dace. I remember Dace. I remember Daces. Veteran Merchants Guild. Right? They weren't there like competitors or something? Jarek, I need a key to the Merchant Guild's cipher from 1 month ago, and you still have payments left on the loan house Tethras gave you for your rescue mission to Amgarak. So I think we can make a deal. I get the cipher and your debt disappears like financial magic. And Nightingale, since I know you'll open this and read it before it gets sent, don't bother to keep a copy. The guild changes their codes every month because dwarves are naturally paranoid. Varric Tethras. So that's his quest thing. Going down. That's all we can do right now. I thought I could send more people away, but no. I think I already did. It's just I was closing off tab. It doesn't matter. Okay, so that's done. I need to go to Undercroft real quick. This one sort of makes sense. For example, you have someone like a Vivienne who just, like if you build her to just cast cold magic, then 50% all other damage, who cares? Because she's unlikely to ever do any other kind of damage. You know what I mean? So maybe. But like not this. This one's useless. Sigil of the Nug is useless. I should start selling these. I don't really need them. I don't even know where my money's at. Anyways, then we have a Tusket here. Sigil of the Tusket. Yeah, but that's not good. Like plus, so you double your hit points, but you have your armor ratings. So you get hit more. So I'm not. It's not really. I don't under. I mean, unless I guess if you're a black wall, actually that's kind of neat with a black wall because you're likely to always have guard on, and so your armor's not really gonna matter unless armor. You got it. The meta gets through the armor first, then it takes away the guard. So if you are easier to hit, your guard's gonna go way faster. So I don't know the meta behind it, so I don't know. And we'll put the rune in here for now because I don't want to deal with it. Also, all these resistance things I'm going to start keeping. Life ward I'll keep because of just being prepared. Being prepared for defenses and stuff like that. The cow we'll keep for now. Alright. And all the rest I need to take a look at and deal with. I brought you back a little early there, but that's fine. Alright, I've managed most of this stuff at this point. Another 20 minutes lost. I need to check the potions real quick. Wait, this is not reloading because there's no way these guys all have. Yeah, that's what I thought. Let me check the secondary potion. That's what I thought. Secondary potions for these dudes right here because it looks like we're going to be going into some new areas, possibly going up with some dragons. I want to be prepared. Yup. Get that back up to max, please. I wish there was a way to just say, do you want to do all of it? Yes. Click. This how many resources? You agree? Yup. Gone. The other thing I want to check is, of course, well, this is where I want to go. I want to go over here. I haven't been here in quite a while at this point, I would say. We're picking up some, well, I guess it's just, the stuff is pretty unique, the stuff we need. There you go. Prophets, Lord, we got 4 of them. So here we go. We have increased duration by 10 seconds. Ooh, regen by 10 seconds is really good. That's really good. By 4 per second, that's also very good because, especially if it's a dragon, you want it to come back faster, not longer. There's so much DPS kind of. And then we have this. Well, we can do 2 of these. 2 of these. Need 11. I have turn. Oh, I can just do a. Oh, not anymore. I can't. I used everybody. That's on the map, I think. Rashfire, right? I've run across Rashfire. That's fine. We'll find. Okay, and we have mana. No and no. Probably. Nah, I'm really using. No, healing's better. Okay. Tonics we don't. Well, we do. We have rock tonic. There we go. Here we go. Oh, tons of crystal grace now, right? So increases duration by 30 seconds. Hells yes. And potency, fine. Duration. We have duration here. No and no. Ah, man, it's worth it. It's worth coming back here. Oh, we got some new ones. Okay, we have jars of bees. I should probably hold up. I mean, bees are cool and all, but hold on. Because we have, this one's great. So, damn it. I need to download this. Or not. And this is probably a fire one. Coast Tart, yeah, with pitch. Oh, it slows them down. That's neat. No. That's neat, but no. Let's go jars of bees, because this is pretty good. We can get a lot of Blood Lotus too. Witherstock, I cannot get a lot of those. So, ooh, Ghoul's Beard, we know where to get a lot of those though. So, increase panic, done. Okay, we'll do the panic chance. We have add some wasps. That's fun. Man, I can't even get one Felondaris to finish that one quest. I'm not going to buy friggin' 3 right now. Alright, so our potions are now good to go. Skyhold customization. I know I got some new things here, but no, I don't. I got banners is what I got. Tons of banners. But nah, I'm not convinced I'm going to switch any of this up. Nah, back it up. Alright, let's get on out of here. I'm not going to craft right now. I would rather craft 4 dragon fights. I think until then, everything's fine. So even corrupting like the runes and stuff I got, I'm just saving them all. Find out what's next, what we want to take out, and then make things to like help take it out, because those things are hard, man. They're so hard. I need to go talk to Vivienne because I have been forgetting to pass by, and I would like to kick off her thing as well because everyone else is getting kicked off. So let's do that. Hello, Helene? Helene? No? Okay. Vivienne.
Of course.
Fine, I'll come from the front. Is that what you want?
You walked physically through the Fade. Please tell me what you remember.
Oh, okay. We can have this kind of discussions I like.
I had visions, echoes of what happened to me the first time. The Divine was there, or something like her.
Manifestations of your own mind, perhaps. Or external memories awakened by your presence?
Correct.
I suppose there's no way to tell. No one else has physically entered the Fade since the Magisters assaulted the Golden
Well, no,
City.
they have. Xander has.
I'm positively envious right
Oh,
now.
it wasn't physical, was it? They fell asleep to enter the dusk. I don't remember how the Dragon Age 2 one went. Is that it?
I wanted to ask you about the Circle of Magi.
Of course. What do you wish to know?
I was caught up with her. It was just that Fade thing that I missed. Let's take that right there. Wait, no. Oh, okay. Oh, Gatsy. Hey, dude. Anything new?
Stone Mad, Inquisitor.
Do you have insight into the stories these tiles are supposed to depict?
Tell you what, you finish one, and I'll write it up. Who
Yeah,
better,
okay.
right? A good dwarven pursuit. Best of the vein, Inquisitor.
Oh. What did I plant here again? 2 Prophet's Laurels. Yeah. Yeah, I can plant another one. Alright. Okay. We need black. No, I can get tons of Black Lotus, Schoolbeer. I know Prophet's Laurel. I haven't seen it in a while. Royal Elf Fruit. I'm gonna do Royal Elf Fruit. I mean, I know I need these for. Didn't I need these for mana? That doesn't matter. We can come back here. Let's go Royal Elf Fruit. And is that for both or plant new seed? Plant new seed. Oh, that's for that one. Okay, so for this one, we'll go. Well, this one's showing up now, so that was making me wonder if that's gonna start coming up. What the hell? How come this one doesn't show? Oh, I have to take it. What? But this is already growing. Just okay. Forget it. I'm out. I'm out. Let's go talk to. What's this? Wait, what? Where's this go? What?
For you are the fire at the heart of the world. Only yours to give.
Floating book is still there. That's good to see. Anybody up here want to talk? What? What the hell is happening? New quest, but oh, there's a door right here. All right, save that quest for yourself then. I don't care. Do whatever you want. I'm going to go and something else I need to do. Oh, the table. I want to go up the table because we picked. Oh, there. Stuff. Ooh.
You have remarkably little here on early Tevinter history. All these gifts to the Inquisition, and the best they can do is the Malefica Imperio. Trite propaganda. But if you want 20 volumes on whether Divine Galatea took a shit on Sunday, this is evidently the place to find it.
Oh, I wonder.
If I knew what you were looking for, I could help you.
Because you're a mage? Considering education standards in the South, that's hardly a recommendation. I apologize. That was unworthy.
Thank you.
Did I see something by Genitivi here? I could have sworn.
What is this about, Dorian?
When everyone returned, they told us about your tumble into the Abyssal Rift. You went into the Fade. Physically went in. Are you... all right?
I learned a surprising amount. What happened at the Temple of Sacred Ashes, for one?
Regained your memories. That's good, then.
Interpretation.
I think so.
You do realize this feat hasn't been performed in over 1,000 years. Corypheus and his contemporaries entered the Fade and began the Blights. In comparison.
You're right. I was fortunate.
Indeed. Although there is cause for concern. If you can walk in the Fade, others will try to follow. Who knows what secrets Corypheus has revealed? Not all of them will be as lucky as you. What they could unleash. My advice? Keep this quiet. Let them speculate. Too many will see this as a challenge.
You don't? You don't see it as a challenge? I don't want that to come off as confrontational with the Dorian. I have nothing. I just want to know what his actual thoughts are. Do I agree? Do I agree that they'll see this as an opening, as an open challenge to go in there physically and fandangle things? They've already been doing that. The whole time thing. They've been trying to mess with the powers of the Fate. I guess they didn't go in it, but no, I don't think Dorian is like jealous. I think that's how I read that. I'm just gonna say agree because I don't know.
That's a good idea.
There are enough idiots in the world who think if they just use enough blood magic, their problems will vanish. It's exactly the sort of thing I want to stop back home. This I don't need. What I do need is a copy of the Liberalum.
Oh.
I'll wager I can find Corypheus' real name. If I can prove he was a grasping ankle biter with no family to speak of, the luster would come right off.
We found that in the
Wish me
Fate.
luck.
Didn't we? Wait, what? Didn't we? Didn't I find like a codex, like a piece of document that said something about he changed his name? And but I don't think it said his name. It said he was. No, I don't know. No, I don't know. No. A lot of information, man. It's a lot of information that goes through my head.
Greetings again, Inquisitor.
Everything is well.
I trust everything is well with the mages.
We're mostly relieved. An alliance with the Inquisition offers security. Although, who knows for how
Oh, it
long?
was the mage thing I went to Send Josephine on. That's what I wanted to do at the
I'll
table.
leave you to it.
It's alright, I can wait. This right here, for all the extra bonuses we've gotten from Lesser Approach. It's more than that. Come on, man. Let's go check Liliana. Let's see if she has anything new to say. Come on, there had to be more than that, man. Why is this such a weird little... Come on. Come on. There it is. There it is. Even the heat. Oh, look at that. Yeah, that's what I think. Talking
Inquisitor.
against Beast now.
I have been thinking. You remember everything now, yes? The explosion at
Glad I
Haven,
didn't push the plot on.
the Fade, escaping the breach. In your report,
Stuff's important.
you said Justinia was with you. But only you emerged in the end. Why? Why were you the only survivor?
She knew it was either her or me. And she wanted me to live.
Of course. Of course she did.
Hold on.
That's just like her. Her message to me. I failed you too. I'm not sure I understand what that means.
Neither did
Did
I.
you say
but
anything
work on
else?
something.
Anything at all? Please, if you remember.
And again, because of what I talked about, like I'm rewatching Angel Arts' Dragon Age Origins Let's Play right now. Just because I want to absorb the codexes and the dialogue, especially from Liliana, from the mage stuff from the tower, any codexes tied to the Fade, things like that. So some interesting lines are said in Origins, and again, I don't know if it's like happenstance, like it's just coincidence, or if like certain dialogue was written in the first game and then certain ideas carried through and they evolved to be aspects, elements in Dragon Age Inquisition. But this particular line has been throwing me off, and so every time she's speaking in Origins now, I'm really paying attention to the dialogue they wrote for her, what she's saying. The stories she was saying about Flemeth, those have been important too to reabsorb. Really important, because they doesn't matter. The motifs, so like the Andraste's Grace flower, you could gift it to her, and she gives that story about it smells just like her mother. I thought that was a line I took away, because we don't really know anything else about. We don't know much about Liliana, man. We have her Liliana song. Have I talked about this yet? We have the Liliana song DLC. I'll repeat myself, I guess. I don't know, because I've been writing notes. So Liliana song DLC, it's a little bit meta, but the fact that it's called Liliana's Song, and singing song is such a strong theme to this series, to this IP. You know, the Grey Wardens hearing the Darkspawn hearing the singing, the Grey Wardens hearing the voices of the singing. Like, the song at the beginning of this, like where you come out from the underworld to get reborn, and then you come out, like Somley comes out of that. This is how I interpret it from a symbolic perspective, and of course there's that flickering flame at the opening of the mouth of that cave. That's the sign of like Faith or Andraste. So he pushes forward through that. But it's you get to the campsite, and then the singing starts, and that singing sort of kind of brings life back. Anyways, you kind of know where I'm going conceptually. And then you have Liliana sings in Origins. None of that's really important, except that thematically it sort of is. So that's made me think, like, if there's some sort of meta layer there that is hinting at something. I do recall from Liliana's song, like, you think you hear that voice and you think it's like the voice of Andraste, or like she's hearing voices again of like some divine help, but then you're like, oh no, it's not. It's just the divine. Was it a divine that is throwing her the key or something like that? And it's like, well, and then it's kind of ambiguous. I remember the DLC being ambiguous there. But anyways, the point being, she sees that dying bush, and then like when she flees to the Chantry, and she says she hears the voice of the Maker. She hears, and then she sees that dying bush, and then of course then it has that one rose in it, and that's like the symbol of, like, even in all this death, like there's that hope. There's, like, you gotta believe in, like, something, and life can come back, sort of thing. And so there's the flower motif going on. I think I already talked about Liliana as a name, like Lily is in there. So there's something like with purity and stuff. So I don't know. I'm working on something it's just a little bit out there, and it's not really aligning. But like in Origins, I thought Liliana was going to be some. I don't know if I talked about it in that LP or not. I probably did a little bit, but that she was going to be something connected to Andraste. I legitimately thought, like, Liliana was going to be some sort of like, not I didn't know what it was back then, but so let's just say reincarnation for whatever I was imagining back in Origins. So like whatever the lore was going to interpret as the equivalent of reincarnation. I thought Liliana was going to be that for Andraste. The idea of like red hair in lore and fantasy, it usually implied like a connection to magic. That's just something from like Celtic lore and stuff like that. So I thought that carried over in my thoughts. That kind of, took me in that direction. The red hair with the fire, I also considered that thing at one point. And hearing the voice of the Maker, there was the parallelism going on. So anyways, there's stuff like that. And then in this game, you go to that future, and she can't die. It's not that she can't die. It's that she didn't die. She there's that, you guys sent me back to find that one thing that talked about like them flaying her skin off, and that she was able to sustain through all of that. And that her skin was actually having effects. Like they were able to like leverage the skin because it had some sort of qualities that nothing else had. And when that happened in the game, I was like, wait. Because then I started going back to my original thoughts about Origins. Anyways, but it's a little bit far-fetched. But then there's this line of, I failed you. So when I heard that in the Fate, I was like, but wait, because what if, like, it's not the divine... Again, it's like, I'm kind of RPing. I'm interpreting things I'm not forcing... I'm RPing what that divine Justinia was, that it was maybe Andraste's spirit, that was maybe, it's kind of like a mix of what they're trying to tell us with what Cole is all about, and you know what I mean, like they're giving us hints that these things can happen, and so I kind of am picking those pieces up and I'm running with them. But when that line happened, I was like, who's saying that? Is the spirit saying that, or is it the ghost of Justinia, which ghosts shouldn't exist in this lore? That's what we've been told. But spirits do. Figment's right, like the pieces of the spirits of the living. But like ghosts per se only really kind of came up with Cole in the novel Asunder. And even that was like, they never really because it was from the point of view of the Circle and from Reyes, where the ghosts don't exist. And so what the hell is a coal then, right? So then you get a scene like this Justinian, and you're like, well, no, like the novel already spent time trying to tell us that the setting has always told us that ghosts don't really exist. It's just spirits, or it's spirits imitating, right? That idea persists. So why was that line said unless it was like a spirit was already connected with Liliana at some point, maybe in her past, or is still a part of her, I don't know, or is it like the equivalent of like Wynn with her spirit, and then in the book, spoiler alert, at the end of Asunder, you know what happens to Wynn, and then the spirit, anyways, I don't want to too spoilery, but at this point I hope you guys, like, I'm not going to say it just in case there's people who haven't read it. So then there's that spirit, and then where, you know what I mean, so it's, I'm talking too much about this. I think I'm going to leave it at that. So this is all like preface for like me when I answer here. It's like for you to guys understand, like I'm not going to try to bring you up to speed with these ideas, because I want to give context to why I'm responding and what I'm trying to discover as a player, but also like Somley is my conduit to that, because I intentionally have kind of molded Somley to try to seek these answers that are tied to my player speculations, to see if they play out. If they don't play out, then they don't, but I'll let the game kind of decide that and put me on the rails, right? But okay, so what does she mean by that? Did she say anything else? Well, I mean, she said a lot of things, but did Liliana directly? No, right? That was what she said. You don't understand. I'm gonna ask questions here.
Wait. You don't know what she meant either.
There are no answers in the fate. Only illusions. A warped mirror.
Like what if Liliana's like a coal? There, that's a summary.
Failed me. I was her left hand. Now she's dead. I failed her.
Yeah, but that's not she failed the person. But again, I think there's like a double. I don't know, man. I'm probably stretching things. I'm going too far with these things, but oh, that's cool. She actually came over here.
I expected the hero Ferelden to be at Adamant, but he was not with the
Did
other
she sit on
wardens.
air?
He studied the blight after killing the archdemon, and may know something that could help us.
Oh.
If you like, I can have agents look for him.
That sounds like a wise choice.
I'll make preparations in the war room. Now, was there anything else?
Anything I should know?
I got distracted at that first part. Did she say Hero Ferelden? Fought an archdemon? Are we gonna get to see Xander again? Are we?
Anything I should know?
I've nothing
Liliana?
to report at the moment.
I'll leave you to your work.
All right. Wow, I really hate those papers that keep being lit up like that. I do. Every time I pass by them, I hate them. I hate that they're still there. I think if everyone's talking about the fate, well, I already talked to Solace. Wait. Who are you?
A request has been made of you, Inquisitor. Here it is.
What is your evaluation of how we're doing?
I am able to pursue my duties with optimal efficiency, thanks to Skyhold's prison.
As you were.
No,
yes,
there's nothing.
Inquisitor.
All right. Never mind. Oh, hey, I already talked to you, right, buddy? You talked.
What can I do for you?
Yeah. Okay.
We'll talk later.
Damn,
Goodbye.
so I do have to do a round of people all over again, huh? I 100% disoriented myself. I have no idea. Right here. Farron, do you have something to say about the fate stuff or what? Damn. Didn't expect this. I might have
knew
actually...
Stroud, you know, not well.
Oh.
He led the wardens near Kirkwall.
Yeah, he did, but...
Not many people knew who he was, but the man was a hero when it
including the
mattered.
players who played this game.
He wasn't the first good man to fall to Corypheus. He won't be the last. This story's no good for heroes.
I wouldn't want to say it that way.
We're taking down Corypheus before he takes any more lives.
You know, sometimes when you say shit like that, I almost start to believe it. Oh,
Thank you,
Hawk
Greg.
asked me to tell everyone back in Kirkwall where he's going. Baker's breath. Isabella's going to be furious.
Uh-oh.
I'd better write some letters. Excuse me.
Oh. She would have joined them. I don't want to speak for her, but she would have. If I started.
Sorry, I really need to write some letters. Another time, all right?
Damn. A lot of stuff's happening here, man.
Were you there? Did you see what they did?
Straight across the throat. Like it was nothing.
Shit. What goes on in their heads?
Blight. Blight goes on. Never forget that.
Seriously, dude, you're gonna sit in front of the door like that? What a jackass. Wait, was that a... Oh, hey.
Going well, I hope?
What you doing, man?
What's been going on?
Seeker Cassandra came through here, looking like a storm cloud. That's just her face, though, isn't it?
What's been going on?
That strange boy came in with an armful of chickens. You're looking after him, right?
Yes.
What's been going on?
Working on it.
Just waiting to get back out there.
Well. Yo, shit.
Again. Again. Come on! This is why the Qun doesn't like women fighting. I should have asked Cullen.
Yes, I was gonna say go for the face.
Good one.
Perhaps you can take over.
Qunari training exercise to master your fear. I heard about the nightmare at Adamant.
Nice.
Sounded big.
Can you explain why I'm supposed to hit you with this stick?
Probably, if I try. It'd involve a lot of Qunari words, though. Just hit me with the stick, all right? I need to get over this demon crap.
Oh, I don't know what to do. I mean, I think he'd appreciate me just hitting him with a stick, but can I still do this? You know what I mean? No, I'm gonna talk.
You're scared of demons.
Of course I'm scared of demons. Who in their right mind isn't? I mean, not like, oh, real demons. Big ones with fangs and crap. You're not gonna hit me, are you?
Is the stick covered in anti-demon charms or something?
Be nice if it was. For the Qunari, demons are the scariest thing out there. More so than dragons. Even mages. Possession, losing your mind. That's the worst thing that can happen to you.
No, he's gonna understand.
It does seem terrifying.
You think I'd have gotten over the superstitions from back home? I don't care about mages. Living so long out here, most Qunari would say I've already lost my mind. And I know that's not true. At least, I'm pretty sure that's... Well, shit, that's probably what it is. You could have just hit me.
I would have hit him at the end of all of that if you gave me an option. Just want to know shit before I just start swinging. I'm happy to swing whatever the... Dude, get back over here. I'll hit you with a goddamn stick. Over here with... That's fine. I wanted to validate. Yeah, actually, let's talk to him again.
Hey, boss. How are you?
Alright, then.
See you later, Bull.
Nice talking with you, boss.
That's why.
You happier with the champion off with the wardens?
There were wardens in Kirkwall, too.
Here we go.
No, it's better you not know. Let that weight be mine.
Yes, let it.
That looks great in the new setting. Or video card update or whatever the hell's going on, but one cabinet suit, blah 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 blah. Behind the bottle, stupid sword. There's a small. I think you guys said this changed, but just to explain, scratch it up for. I don't care. Because I'm not gonna remember. I'm just not gonna remember.
Back, yeah? Always good.
Special. Oh, okay. Oh no no no! Why do you keep offering that? I'm gonna screw up with date, man. All right, so we're done with her as well. I need Cole and Cullen.
I'll keep it.
It's just what I have. It started out helping, taking the fear away. I won't take too much. I am not that.
What do you think of what happened at Adamant?
What do you want to hear?
Damn.
The nightmare said terrible things to all of us. You included.
It said it was like me. No, I was like it. Worse.
Could be like
a
it.
lie, twisted to hurt, unless it isn't. I help the hurt, then make them forget so I fly free. It steals their fear, gloating, gluttonous. I don't make them forget for me. It's for them, easier for them, but it's for me too, so I can wash clean. I'm not like it. I'm not. I'm me. And if I'm not, you'll stop me. You'll kill me.
It's all right, Cole. No one is going to kill you.
No, don't say that. You need to. If I'm bound or broken, you need to kill me. Before was wrong. But that was when I didn't know. I can't not know again. No one gets hurt because of me. Please.
That's what I wanted to hear you say.
You saw the Divine, or the Spirit acting like her. What do you think she was?
Helpful.
That isn't an answer.
It was hers. Spirits aren't able to do what I do, but I can. I am me. She was her, whatever she was.
Yeah, I got you, dude. Just keep on just pushing on you to work these ideas out.
You seem to be uncomfortable in the Fade.
Yes, wrought, right and rigid. Can't relax, can't release. Shouldn't have been there like that. Like looking at a picture of yourself, but you're a picture too. I wanted to flit, fly, flow back to freedom, but frozen instead, frightened.
I like the alliteration.
Not like that. It should be like me.
What did you think of the fortress itself?
It scared me before. I couldn't feel through the fear. This time it was sad. Too much pain, darkness. They die in waves against the wall, bleeding, but the blood inside is the same. No one should live there. Bad things happen.
What did you think of the Grey Wardens?
They obeyed orders to hurt people they were supposed to protect. They were like the bad Templars. You should have banished them.
No.
I'll talk to you later.
How do you know?
We give people chances, Cole, especially when they're not a good. Otherwise, like, why would he exist if people didn't give him a chance to rediscover himself and find out what makes him him? The Wardens weren't being themselves, so why would you banish all of them for the heirs of the feud? You know, that actually ended up getting corrupted and stuff. So I need to get over there. I always forget every single time. Come on, Cullen. Beat ya. Booyah.
Maker's breath. I didn't hear you enter. Forgive me.
Cullen, if you need to talk...
You don't have to... I never meant for this to interfere.
I believe you.
But whatever good it does, promises me nothing if I cannot keep them. You asked what happened to Ferelden's circle. It was taken over by abominations. The Templars, my friends, were slaughtered. I was tortured. They tried to break my mind, and I...
Oh, they did.
How can you be the same person after that? Still, I wanted to serve. They sent me to Kirkwall. I trusted my Knight Commander, and for what? Her fear of mages ended in madness. Kirkwall's circle fell. Innocent people died in the streets. Can't you see why I want nothing to do with that life?
Yes.
Of course I can. I...
Don't. You should be questioning what I've done. I thought this would be better. That I would regain some control over my life, but these thoughts won't leave me. How many lives depend on our success? I swore myself to this cause. I will not give less to the Inquisition than I did to Chantry. I should be taking it. I should be taking it.
Cullen will not take lyrium. Oh, damn, this is going to cause something. When these little black lines come up. Transparent lines. We'll start taking lyrium again. Somley wouldn't be against it. It's just he gets why it's a shitty thing, you know? Like, the addiction part of it sucks. And he's not for the way the Chantry used it to then give orders to people, like to hold it back to then give orders to them, and then they, you know, they didn't. But you know what I'm saying? It's like it was a whole pyramid buffoonery. Like in a controlled environment, Somley wouldn't see a problem with it if it could power them up, and like it does make them effective. Like they learn how to use it in order to neutralize hostile mages, you know? That's effective. It was the leadership, and it was the organization that was corrupt and making making this kind of thing happen. But then again, if this is, you know, if someone can break down in this manner, that's also not a good thing. But if they're not taking lyrium, I don't think they could do their Templar abilities. And that's a good thing. I mean, it's a good thing that someone can do that, those powers. It's kind of like you're injecting yourself with the capacity to do magical things, you know? But I don't know, the inflection matters, and the inflection matters, and I don't know if the game is going to properly say this the way Somley would intend it. Then you don't need lyrium. My gut feeling is that if Cullen wants to get through this, doesn't want to do it because he doesn't want that connection to that past and what it all means, like the whole history of it connected to having taken lyrium and followed orders blindly from his superiors, from his organization, etc. And if he wants lyrium out of the picture so that goes away, that history he can overcome that history. That's how Somley would answer. This is again pragmatic of the, you know, okay, so take it, just do your job. It's pragmatic, but it depersonalizes. That would be best, is like if he's gonna start punching shit, he needs to get back on lyrium because he could be a risk to people. So pragmatic again, but just start taking it. If you can't control it, start taking it. I'm gonna go on faith. I'm gonna say this, and from an RP perspective, Somley, he believes that if he's meant to be here, he's meant to be part of the Inquisition. Andraste will find a way to get him on the path and get him through this. via Somley as her herald. So Cullen doesn't need to have faith in Andraste, but Somley has faith in Andraste through him. He just needs to stick around, so I'm going to go on this.
You give enough, Cullen. I'm not asking you for more. The Inquisition can be your chance to start over. If you want it to be.
Right.
I don't know if that's possible.
It is.
I like it.
All right.
Well, I don't know. I mean, this could go twisted now, right? Like that. This was one of those perseverance quest completed. This would be one of the way that later on this is gonna bite me in the ass or something like that.
I need a moment. Could we speak another time?
I did. Did I just level the 17? Or is that just those points kicking in? Because damn! Hurry up! Yeah! See, she saves me every time I jump. All right, I've recorded over a couple I'm not discussing with anyway. A couple ranty bits in there. I'll try to lean them out a little bit. I probably, because I'm not. Oh, everything's stuttering again. Is it actually capturing stutter? It does look like it's capturing stuttered. Jesus. Everything's stuttering. All right. I don't know. Maybe I'll tone down the settings a little bit more and see if it helps. But I don't think it has anything to do with my settings. I think this has to do with just a mismanagement, like my recording software with this game working together. They seem to not. They're not friendly with one another. They don't use the CPU. This is getting technical. Processing power in an optimized way. I have 36 gigabytes of RAM. I got terabytes of hard drive space. This should not be. I have a decent video card. I have a decent motherboard. So there's something funky with the way this works. But I'll try to bring down the settings a little bit. I guess it won't be as pretty, but we'll see if you could tell the difference next episode. I am going to reduce things to maybe high instead of ultra, and we'll go from there. See what happens. Okay, I'll catch you in the next episode. Don't forget to explore, engage, inspire, buddy. Peace.